Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, the infamous FANG, guys. Follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. So let's start with Facebook on the daily chart, and we have a trend line up here, guys, and keeps knocking at the door, just can't get through. A little bit of a fade, nothing crazy. But we're back below the 20 MA, so we got to watch for that. You got double bottom right here as well, and the 50 MA. So you're going to have pretty good support right here. So, if it gets down in this area, expect a little bounce. If this gets through this area, then you're looking at the blue line gap fill right around 135.58, and then you're looking at the 618. And then ultimately, I think you can get down to the 127 area. I don't know how fast, but you got to watch out. This is if you're bearish. If you're bullish, you need to get right back above the 20 MA, get above the all-time high, which is 143.44. Then go after this trend line. You get above that trend line, then maybe 150. Maybe on earnings this thing pops up. Maybe on earnings it drops to 50-50 shot, guys. Just if you play earnings in any of these plays, make sure you have a small position where you can add more down here, or you can add more down here and buy more. Just make sure you have money left over. Don't ever go all in on trades either. So that's what I'm saying with this. It's pulling back. And right now, not telling us too much. Let's go to the weekly real quick. Weekly, same thing. Here's that trend line coming through the price action right here. It's a pretty good trend line, guys. Let me tell you. Every time it goes right into it, boom, it comes right back in. And it's pretty much doing the same thing right here. So we got to keep an eye on this one here. It comes right up, and now it's pulling back. Again, nothing wrong above the MAs. It's a little bit stretched. That's the only thing I could see. Where, I can see 130 in the cards down here. The markets start to sell, then you're probably coming back to this trend line here. So now it's in a pretty good channel right here. So still have the MAs up here. So nothing wrong. Just make sure if you're long, tighten these stops. You don't want to wake up to a disaster and this thing's falling. Again, ER's coming up on most of these stocks, all of them, basically. And who knows? This is make or break. If it pops up, I'd definitely go short. If you are short here, just make sure you got, at least a half position and no more going into earnings. Even smaller wouldn't be bad, so you can add more up or down. If it goes down, then you got to wait for the next bounce. If it goes up, then of course you short it. So again, Facebook, I think it's running out of steam, but on earnings, we'll see where it goes. Let's look at Amazon. Amazon, this one's been a beast lately. It's just straight up. Let's go to the daily chart. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days up. You got a little tail here, comes right back in. You have a trend line, and you have some resistance up here at the 926.76 area. Didn't quite make it, almost there. Starts to pull back. We're back under the trend line, like I said. We almost filled the gap today. Let's see if we come back in. If we do, you just got to look at support. This is going to be great support here. All this consolidation, that's right around 854.69. You're going to have some support here at the 20 MA, 874.67. So let's see. Right now you're inside bar bearish, but you're still bullish above the MA. So it's it's a 50-50 shot. If you move up, got to get above the 123.72. It's going to go on earnings just like Facebook, guys. It's going to go up or down. If it goes up, short it. If it goes down, wait for some good areas to buy, especially if it goes down. If the markets are selling a little bit, let it go down a little bit lower. If it goes higher, then you're probably looking at $950, $1,000 to short it. Or make sure if you're in here now, make sure a half position at the most going into earnings. If it goes up or down, at least you have some room to wiggle. If it goes the right way, then you're great. If it goes the wrong way, then you can add a little bit more. But markets are toppy, so you could play it as if, if this goes up $50, that's probably going to be about it, 950, 960. But again, never know with Amazon, guys. So it's only guessing at this point. It's a 50-50 shot going into earnings. Monthly chart, though, a little bit stretched, getting up there. A little topping tail on the monthly. We'll see where we close at the, end of April. Right now, a little bit early to tell. But if we do start coming in, this trend line is interesting, guys. Just got to keep an eye on that there on Amazon. Let's get right into Netflix and Nflx. Netflix too, guys, just a complete beast, straight up. Remember when they want, let's replace Netflix with NVIDIA with the FANG, and now it's like, oh no, Netflix is great again. So, heck of a run, guys. 85, 143, kind of chopping around up here. So just got to keep an eye on this pattern. Let's see if we can get back up and come back in. Then your line in the sand will be this trend line. Let's bring it up a little bit, right about there. That breaks. We're back below the MAs. I wouldn't rule out 118, guys. If you're short this thing, let this thing ride. You have a couple gaps to fill, but at the end of the day, I think we'll be right back down to 118 to 110. This was the Trump rally, guys. So, and I'd like one more push though. Maybe get some higher entry here. But again, it's going all right. Put a short out on this one. So far so good. And let's see if we can break this trend line here. Come into fill. Get to gap window, gap fill, and then let's see what the pattern. Markets come in. This is coming in as well as the other ones. This is a high flyer. You go to the monthly. A little bit stretched on the 20 MA. A little bit above the high pivot, kind of chopping around, trying light volume. I mean, look at the volume, guys, on the monthly. It's nearly gone. So I just don't believe this rally. If you want to get short Netflix, get short here. If you're long, just tighten the stop up. Earnings 50-50 shot up or down. Go with a half position if it goes up. I'd go no position if you don't have anything. If it goes up, short it. Goes down, then you can think about buying it. Again, if the market's dump, it will go lower. So just be careful if you're trying to go long in these markets and the overall markets are selling. It'll be a tough task. Just like going short in an up market, it's a tough task. So then you pick on the ones that you think are a little extended and you short them. And then Googl. Googl, same thing. A little bit stretched on the monthly chart, up and away, kind of chopping around now. Light volume kind of taking over here. So let's see if this is for real. Didn't have a bad bullish pattern. It should have went sideways a little bit longer and then the pop. I think it goes a little bit early here. We are holding this upper trend line here. Let's go to the daily. You do have an upper trend line right into it, guys. Look at this one. This one's really good. Boom, 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 right there. So that's what we're holding right now. Comes back in, retraces, and comes right back down. Everyone got excited here. I probably got an upgrade or two. Maybe a stock buyback, something, and right back down. So we're back down to the 750 retrace, which is a big area. If we consolidate sideways, 20 MA comes in. Googl will most likely start heading down. I'm still thinking 807. I still like the gap here around 7. I think that's a gap, yeah. 792, and ultimately, if it gets back to the Trump trade, you're looking at 744. So be careful. This retrace here, boom, set it up. Smaller retrace. It's like go up, get all the suckers on, dump it in their face, retrace it to the highs, dump it in their face again. This was new, so it doesn't really count, but still, right back down. They retrace it again. Everyone chases it again, just like they chased it here, just like they chased it here. And here they are. They're sending it back down. This time, if we break this, there's a trend line here. If we break this trend line here, it could get ugly fast. You have a big gap fill here, but ultimately this is November, the Trump trade here. Nice retrace. You're going to have a big support down in this area too. So anywhere in this area, you might be able to get interested in Googl. So if you're short, just ride this thing. In my opinion, we could go up tomorrow on news. Who knows? Earnings season's on board, so 50-50 shot up or down. Remember, just be in a half position, quarter position. If it goes up, do your thing. If it goes down, do your thing. Either way, don't care. But again, a little bit weak going into earnings though. It's going to be interesting, this one. If they're just blah too. Inside bar on the weekly. Here's your big trend line. So right now, bullish slightly going into earnings. I don't know. We'll find out. If it goes up, I'll add more to the shorts. And if it goes down, I'm already short. And then boom, we'll get it down. So again, if you like these videos, guys, if it's helping you out, again, we're going short now. Markets are at the high. SPX is at the highs. You got to go short. There's going to be a time and a place when we go long. Let's find some good support on the SPY as we're coming down, and we'll pick our spots to go long in other equities, and get this wind at the back of our sail. So, all right, I think that's it for tonight, guys. Again, thanks again for signing, for following me. It's been a long day, guys. I've been up since 5 in the morning here, and it's almost 8 o'clock in Arizona. So, but thanks again for watching the videos, guys. Go to the website, sign up, it's free membership, and follow me. Get my text or get my email alerts. If you want to give you my number, I could put it in the text thing where you get texts too. We send out email alerts every so often, usually when we're doing videos or live streams and stuff like that. So, again, thanks for following me, guys. God bless. See you on the charts.